Hey everyone! Welcome to this week's Stonehearth Desktop Tuesday. Now that Alpha 16 has been on Steam Unstable for a little over a week now, and now that you've hopefully been able to play with our 3 new combat classes, the Knight, the Cleric, and the Archer, we feel like it's time to call your attention to the new monsters we've added to challenge them. These monsters are still a work in progress, but let's start with the one that is most baked, the Ogre. Tom originally modeled the Ogre way back before the Kickstarter, when he was still experimenting with the visual style for the game. He wanted to see if he could make a Lord of the Rings style cave troll work with clearly defined voxel regions. As you can see from this video, this involved quite a number of false starts. In the end, he says now, the main thing he learned from the exercise is that fewer shapes is better. Emphasize only 1 or 2 key features per model, and let the rest fall away. From what he learned from the Ogre, he then went on to make the goblins that have been in the game for quite some time now. The Ogre languished in the assets folder for years until we felt we had a suitable use for him in the game. We didn't want him to just be a bigger goblin with more hit points. He was iconic, and we wanted him to represent an iconic gameplay threat or mechanic. So now, in Alpha 16, courtesy of Linda, some ogres, break down doors. Ogres are much larger and differently proportioned than the other humanoids we have in the game, so Linda started by making them a new animation rig. Then she added animations for walking, idling, fighting, and smashing. Ogres start appearing in the game once your town has grown to about 20 people. The job of the Ogre doorbreaker is, when they are not actively attacking or being attacked, to look for doors to break down, so that his smaller and more dangerous friends can flood inside and harass your hearthlings or steal their stuff. Different doors and gates have different amounts of HP, so there is now gameplay as well as aesthetic reasons to upgrade the fixtures on your basic templates, and put doors in your underground tunnels. Also, not all ogres are doorbreakers. Some ogres are natural tanks too. If you're not paying specific attention to specifying your hearthlings' targets in combat, ogre tanks draw aggro, much as hearthling knights do, and their naturally tough hide makes it hard for melee weapons to make much of a dent. If you're looking for optimal combat tactics, have your tank hold the ogre tank's attention, while your archers focus their armor-penetrating arrows on him. Have your footmen, in turn, go off and target a squishier enemy. And that's it for this week. Stonehearth Alpha 16 is currently on Steam Unstable, and we would very much like your feedback on the new combat classes and on the new enemies. Let us know what you think here in the comments or on our forum at discourse.stonehearth.net. See you next week!